Good Tuesday evening. Welcome to BCP Live. Hi, I'm Joey McWilliams. Glad that you are with me on this Tuesday night or whenever you happen to be watching this broadcast of BCP Live, a product I guess a product of the Bryan County Patriot. I'm Joey McWilliams. Glad that it is December. It is the next to the last Tuesday in December and in this year. So the year has gone by. 2022, it really has cruised on by. It seems that way. 2020 just dragged on. I almost expected January of 2021 to be month number 13 of 2020. That's how it was going. 2021 had its moments, but 2022, we see some semblance of normalcy and some idea that we're getting back to something we could consider normal. 2023, I think, it will have opportunities in it. And before we go any further on that, let me just say, there will be chances, just like in every year, to find concern, to be afraid. Already there are forecasts of this financially and that financially. And I just want to encourage you, don't walk in fear. We'll talk about that a little bit more as we go through this abbreviated version of BCP Live. I just want to give a shout out to everyone and say hi. It has been a fun last day or two around Durant and Bryan County. I've had an opportunity to visit with a lot of folks, get to say hi to a lot of people. I don't know if it's just because school's been out and people have, I've just had more chances to get to see people over the course of the last 2 weeks, or excuse me, last week and last few days. Hi, Becca. Thanks for watching tonight. I appreciate you saying something. But I have enjoyed so much getting to visit with people in the last few days. And so if I haven't stopped by your business or your organization yet, I may get the chance to do it before Christmas, but it's been great. And Merry Christmas to everyone. And I hope that you all are getting ready for a good Christmas day or Christmas week or 12 days of Christmas. I think that's the way it's going to work out in the Patriot household. I think that Christmas is going to be spread out over like 7 to 12 days. So we'll just see how it all works out. But I wanted to give a shout out to you all and to all the businesses and all the folks that have been a part of the Bryan County Patriot in 2022 specifically. Thank you for letting me get to share and get to do the news and give the commentary and hopefully get to bless people because of your advertising and because of your sponsorship. Thank you so much for that. I also want to say that in 2023, we have a lot of new sponsors that are coming up, a lot of new advertisers to go with all of the fantastic advertisers that we already have. It's going to be a big, big year, and I'm excited about it already. I want to share lots of things about that. Of course, one of the things we talked about last week was the local business spot night, which is presented by Sidekick Marketing. Excited about getting to work with Clay and John in Sidekick Marketing, and so that's really cool. That's something that's coming up. Folks watching tonight, tell me from where you're watching, by the way. Be like Becca, put something in the comments section and tell me from where you're watching tonight. Again, it's an abbreviated version, but we do have cool things in store for 2023, and it's just so much fun. And if you have a business or an organization that you want to get on the Bryan County Patriot, let me know, okay? Joey at BryanCountyPatriot.com, and I want to talk about your business. I want to talk about your organization. But right now, tonight, I want to say Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I know the New Year's coming. I know we'll have at least one more opportunity to get together between now and when 2023 rolls around, but we're blessed. We absolutely are blessed. In Bryan County, America, we are blessed. It's an absolutely good place to be, and it gets better all the time. And so, encouraging word to you guys. Merry Christmas in that. Also, one other thing too, on a local note, but also on the Midwest Sportsnet side. So if you haven't yet subscribed to Midwest Sportsnet YouTube channel, please do. It's not hard to do. It's completely free. It's a part of everything that we do here at Bryan County Patriot and beyond, all a part of the Emerald Quest covering. But I had an opportunity today to visit with Drew Beard. Now, some of you all know who Drew Beard is already. If you do, you heard his name, you're like, wow, Drew Beard, that's cool. If you don't know Drew Beard, you need to know Drew Beard. He is a former Southeastern quarterback. He played football here in Durant. He's from Rush Springs originally, played at Southeastern 2001 to 2004. For my money, he is one of the top Southeastern quarterbacks of all time, period. Now, I know there's some good names out there. Troy Taylor was great. Jeff Mosier was great. Most recently, we have had Dalton Hatley, who has thrown for more than 3,000 yards in back-to-back seasons, now the all-time leading passer in Southeastern history. But Drew Beard, when he was there, he could throw the ball, he could run the ball, he did all kinds of things. He is now the state director of the Oklahoma Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And I had a chance to visit with him today on Midwest Sportsnet. The link is in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, and I'll share this on Facebook a little bit later on. But visiting with Drew Beard was just absolutely great. He's a fantastic person to get to talk to anyway. I've known him for a long time, had a chance to broadcast his games in the early 2000s for Southeastern when I was calling Southeastern games. And you will be just blessed to get to hear from Drew Beard. He talks about the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and his new role in that. And he even shares a little bit about some of his time here at Southeastern and what he did when he was the quarterback here. It was a great run. It's the last time Southeastern has been in the NCAA Division II playoffs was when Drew Beard was a quarterback. So you ought to check that out. Again, the link's in the description if you're watching us on YouTube, and I will share this on Facebook a little bit later on. So Drew Beard was on, and please, again, subscribe to the channel Midwest Sportsnet on YouTube. I know it's a request. I throw it out there every now and again, but it really does help. And since it's a part of the overall business with Bryan County Patriot and all the sports things that we do, it really does help. So anyway, Becca watching from Kai Trammell's house tonight. How you doing? I know. I actually saw this on Facebook. So, just a shout out to both of you guys. Thanks for watching there. I appreciate that. I had a chance to teach. Got to be, the artist formerly known as Chisholm, right? His basketball instructor for a while. So anyway, all right. What else was I going to say? Oh, I know. Last thing, really quickly, as you're getting ready for Christmas, if you don't already do this, I would encourage you. You probably heard the phrase before, remember the reason for the season. Well, I would encourage you to remember the reason for the season. And I think a very good passage to go over in the Bible talking about Christmas. Most people know if you don't know the first 14 verses of Luke chapter 2, you probably know at least verses 8 through 14 of Luke chapter 2. And if you don't, then watch A Charlie Brown Christmas, because Linus will quote to you Luke chapter 2, verses 8 through 14. That's actually how I memorized that passage of scripture, was listening to Linus over and over again. But Luke chapter 1 and Luke chapter 2, if you read those two passages, I'm not going to read them to you tonight on the air, but if you read those two passages, it'll be something for you to get into the Christmas spirit and just get a feel for what all was going on, specifically into Luke chapter 2. So I want to encourage you to do that. Now, I mentioned at the outset, 2023, I believe, is going to be a good year. I think we're headed for more normalcy. However, that having been said, there are also predictions about what 2023 is going to bring, financial predictions and more. I just want to encourage you, like I always do on the show, don't walk in fear. As we close out our time tonight, I told you it was an abbreviated version. I just want to give you all a shout out and say Merry Christmas. But number one, be wise. And that's always the best thing to do. You can have respect for a situation without being scared of a situation. But you know what? Wisdom, if you've ever heard the phrase, with age comes wisdom, I don't know who gave that phrase, but it's not really accurate. Now, you can get experience with age, but experience doesn't necessarily make you wise unless you learn from it. Wisdom, as a matter of fact, according to James chapter 1, comes from God anyway. So be wise. And if you don't feel like you have enough wisdom, ask God. He said he'd give it to you. James chapter 1. Number 2, walk in love. This is a tough time sometimes to walk in love. Just go to some of your local stores where there's room for a lot of people to get traffic in the parking lot, or to, run their cart into you, or just fill up the place to where the line is too long to check out. It's not always easy to walk in love during this time of love, right? But I encourage you to do it anyway. It's always the best thing to do. Love, love, love. And by the way, love covers a multitude of sins. Love will help you get past the people doing things that you think are absolutely asinine and brain dead. Okay? Love them anyway. That's all right. Merry Christmas, Michelle. Thank you for commenting tonight. I appreciate that. And finally, number 3, and this is a big one, don't walk in fear. As you go into the new year, there's still things. Look, I still have things to do in 2022. I'm not done with 2022 yet. There are a number of things that not only do I want to get done, but I need to get done. I have to get some things finished and finalized in 2022. It's just the way it is. It's easy to be concerned about things if you don't see it all in front of you right there. It's easy to be concerned about what 2023 is going to bring if you're looking and going, how in the world are we going to make it for the next 10 days in 2022, much less 2023? I just want to encourage you. If you ask for that wisdom and you have the wisdom to do it and you go into 2023 loving people, that will help you get past some of the fears, the concerns, and the anxieties. And we talked about this last week on BCP Live, that it's just not worth it to walk in those fears and those concerns and those anxieties. So I want to encourage you, don't walk in fearing. Merry Christmas, Marianne. Thank you for watching tonight, and blessings to you too. So, number 1, be wise. Number 2, walk in love. Number 3, do not walk in fear. And finally, and very, very important tonight, Merry Christmas. Please don't forget the reason for the season. I hope to get a chance to say something else to you between now and December 25th. But if I do not, know that I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love Bryan County. I am so thankful to get to speak with you every week. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thanks to all of the advertisers and sponsors that we have. And thank you in advance to the ones that we are getting in 2023. It's going to be a huge year for the Bryan County Patriot. God bless you all. Have a good night. Becca, Michelle, Marianne, and the rest of you all, thank you for commenting and be a part of the broadcast tonight. I will speak with you again later. Thanks for watching BCP Live. God bless you.